So, I've always wanted to ask you guys, like, which do you guys think is cooler, vampires or werewolves?
Werewolves.
I don't even know, dude, because do I really want to be a werewolf? Because you see, like, get all fucking, like, breaking bones and shit and all that, and it's horrible transformation. And then you see, like, Teen Wolf, right? And I'm like, damn, bro, I don't know, I want to be a werewolf.
Yeah, those are the cool kinds of werewolves.
It always depends on, like, which version of what.
Yeah.
What kind of werewolf are we talking about? When you're on pain? Or just, like, from Teen Wolf?
It could be from Teen Wolf or just, like...
Teen Wolf, Twilight,
I mean, even the fucking werewolf from the original, like, what's his name?
Wolfman?
The original Wolfman?
Yeah, his shit didn't look like it hurt. He just transformed like that, right?
He just stood still and he's like, oh! The remake, dude, ooh, that shit was like, rough.
I know, his bones are stretching and...
the ones in Harry Potter.
Fucking finger.
Oh, the ones in...
You see his finger? Fucking...
I know, that shit was, like, dislocating and shit.
Yeah.
I almost just... I'm like, he did this.
Fucking finger.
Like Alex said, the werewolves from Harry Potter 2 were pretty cool. That would suck, though, dude, like...
The way it showed with Remus Lupin's transformation, he was in pain. It's basically like... That's how they explained it. He was in pain when he transformed, though.
But I feel like he got, like, the best, like, scenario, too, because he was surrounded by friends that turn into animals. That's pretty cool. Like, if you guys could turn it into, like, animals for me, too.
That's the only way that he'd recognize them, is if they were in their animal forms.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck was this in the movie?
Nowhere. It's stuff from the fans and stuff. And I think the books talked about it, but I'm not too sure.
I don't know, dude. The whole vampire thing, it's kind of fucking stupid in my opinion.
Why?
Because, like, you live, like, your whole life in the same age, right?
You can't really be yourself for nothing.
Again, it depends on which one you're talking about.
What fucking vampire movies have we seen? Buffy the Vampire
Buffy,
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
The Vampire
movies,
Diaries.
Like,
I haven't seen that, but I know it.
Interview with the Vampire.
Nosferatu.
I remember I saw
Dracula.
this one vampire movie. I didn't know it was a vampire movie until, like, towards the end. This little boy, he, like, starts falling in love with, like, this little girl. She has, like, a dad or whatever, and, like, it turns out she's a vampire, and she's been stuck the same age for, like, since, like, forever. The guy that, like, was taking care of her was not her dad, and he was, like, a little boy too, like, in the same scenario. Mm-hmm. He fell in love with her, but then, like, grew up, and, like, she didn't age or nothing. That movie was pretty weird. It makes you think, like, damn, like, imagine if you were, like, little dude and you got turned into a vampire, like, you're just stuck like that forever. That would suck.
With vampires, too, like, a lot of media represents them, like, they show it as, like, pure-blood vampires. They do age, but very slowly, so different from humans, but those that get turned, typically, like, stay the same age that they were turned. That's what a lot of media has them as.
You know what's weird? How do you become a vampire? Because there's a lot of different, like...
There's different interpretations.
Because people say they get bit. That's how you turn into a vampire. And then have you seen...
Lost Boys 2?
Yeah, the Lost Boys and the... What the fuck is the film called? I forgot the fucker's name. But it's the guy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Because he has a friend that turns into a vampire. The assistant? Something vampire assistant? What he does is, like, gets his nails and he, like, pricks all his fingers.
Oh, the vampire's assistant, yeah.
He pricks his fingers and then he does that to the kid. And then they, like, basically, like...
Swap blood,
and that's how he becomes a vampire.
Some people have it through, like, the bite. Others have it through, like, the drinking of the vampire's blood, like in the Lost Boys, right? Because that's what they did.
Yeah. They also did that in Supernatural, too.
Yeah. Even in Buffy, you have to do the same thing. You gotta drink the vampire's blood and that's how you turn into it. I don't know. Vampires just seem so fucking boring.
Can a werewolf fly?
Can vampires fly?
I mean, in some interpretations, werewolves can jump pretty high.
I'd rather jump high than fly.
Yeah, I'd rather jump high and further.
Some interpretations have vampires as not being able to fly, though.
Vampires?
I was going to say that, too.
I'm sorry.
Why you gotta talk?
The Count, bro.
Oh,
that's the best vampire.
Bring it, vampires.
Count Dracula from fucking Sesame Street.
He's a puppet.
Yeah, but still, he's a vampire.
You want to know the reason why he counts?
Because he's Count. He's a Count vampire.
So, in the original, like, vampire lore, there's a lot of stuff, like, with the original vampires, a lot of stuff that's been, like, lost throughout the years with vampires. One of the first original things with vampires is, like, you can stop them by, like, throwing rice down and they have to actually, like, count out every single grain until they're done.
Ain't that the same thing with fairies?
I don't know.
I don't know. I heard something like that.
But that was like one of the original things with vampires. That's why Count Dracula from Sesame Street can count.
Supernatural did that, but it was with them.
The leprechaun and the fairy.
Yeah. Sam just fucking opens up the salt and just throws it or some shit like that, right?
You said you don't think vampires are cool? You don't think Blade's cool?
Blade's half
okay.
vampire.
Oh, what about like half breeds too? Like half werewolf, half human?
Ain't that all werewolves?
Some of them are curses, bro. Sometimes you get bit, like in
Lycanthrope.
Huh?
Lycanthrope.
Lycanthrope, yeah.
Lycanthropes are the ones that bite.
I don't care. I'm still choosing fucking werewolf over vampire. Vampires live too long.
Bruh, but what if we gotta chain you up every full moon and?
Well, it depends.
See-
Can you take control of the beast or not?
See, the thing with werewolves is, like, if you're someone who gets bit by a werewolf, you turn with every full moon. You don't have control of it. Actual, like, pure blood werewolves have control over it. In some media, it's interpreted that way.
The weakest fucking werewolf I think there is the actual movie Teen Wolf from the 80s. He played basketball. That was about it.
There's pros and cons to both, I guess.
Never finding love as a vampire because you're always gonna age out your love.
Yeah, and then you always gotta like fucking.
Unless you fall in love with another vampire.
Yeah, what if you turn her into a vampire, bro?
I feel like that's
Against her
fucked
will.
up.
What about the vampires from what was that movie? My Best Friend's a Vampire? The vampire what was that movie? That old movie.
Oh, fuck. I know there's a movie called My Grandpa is a Vampire or some shit like that.
What was that one 80s film where they're like little kids and his friend's a vampire and his parents are vampires?
Oh, Little Vampire.
Yeah.
My Little Vampire. There's another 80s film too. It's My Friend's a Vampire or something like that.
That one too, the Little Vampires, right? That one just looks so shitty too.
I think R.L. Stein wrote like one with a vampire. One of the Goosebumps books.
I bet you
I think it was
Goosebumps.
True Blood or something. I'm not too
I've
sure.
seen Goosebumps, dude. Like, I don't know. It's just. I picture it sounds so good on paper and stuff in the books, but watching an episode from Goosebumps, like from the 90s, it's fucking stupid.
It really depends with Goosebumps though. A lot of their stuff they changed a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff from the book to the
Especially the
show.
Mud Monster one, they changed that one. There's even a book that I read, I kind of liked it. I think it's something about the beast. I don't know, it's like these three kids, it's a sister and her two twin brothers. They go out, they got lost in the woods and they have to like play a game like hide and seek or like tag where they like play against these like beasts, right? And that wouldn't get interpreted into the series because again, you can't really do that with their budget anyway.
It's like werewolves and vampires. I think like my first introduction with it was through Monster High.
What the fuck's Monster High?
Exactly what it sounds
those
like. They
dolls
have
that she
monsters
has.
and they go to high
Oh,
school.
they're like dolls.
Okay.
Originally, it was like a web series though. There's a bunch of books as well. But the werewolves in like that specific like, you know, like the show and stuff. The werewolves, they're kind of like human, but like they're covered in fur and they have the ears.
Here's a good question. What was your first ever werewolf and vampire movie that you watched? Because I can't think of it, bro. I'm like fucking struggling right now.
I think it was probably like Silver Bullet. I think someone showed me Silver Bullet. Then for vampire, I think Little Vampire.
I think like the first interpretation of like vampires and werewolves, I think probably like fucking Scooby Doo. If I'm being honest, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably,
Because
honestly.
the Reluctant Werewolf, I think that
And
was
then-
like the first like thing about Scooby Doo that I actually got, like the vampire thing and then the werewolf thing.
They had the episodes that included some with vampires, some with werewolves, and then they also had separate movies that had werewolves and vampires in them too.
Like, you know how the show they have their own like separate like vampire and werewolf episodes?
Mm-hmm.
I did not fucking know that motherfucker was a werewolf. I thought it was just a random monster looking dude
Oh, from
from the 60s.
Yeah, I didn't know I was a werewolf either until they fucking said I was a werewolf.
I didn't pay
don't look
attention.
like a werewolf. Do we know
Or the
how a
one where
werewolf
he's green.
looks like?
Yeah.
That green guy with the orange eyes. Since when were werewolves green? That's what I thought when I saw this shit.
And didn't they make him purple in like the next episode that he appeared in?
He appeared in
The
another
one with-
episode?
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, there's another
the one with
werewolf.
Frankenstein and I think it was another vampire and Dracula or whatever.
Fuck? I didn't know that.
They reused the design but like changed the colors.
Bro, remember? Oh, go ahead.
I'll go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, remember when Shaggy turned into a werewolf?
Yeah, the Reluctant Werewolf. I was
Yeah,
just
dude.
talking about that shit.
It's where Dracula basically kidnaps him, Scooby, and Shaggy's girlfriend
He makes them race.
and make Yeah, he makes them race on a monster track or something because the werewolf couldn't make it or something.
Yeah, because the werewolf was on vacation.
Yeah, werewolf was on vacation.
What the fuck was his girlfriend's name again?
Googie.
Googie.
Yeah.
So weird
I
ass
was gonna
fucking
say
name.
Kooky, and that was Red Shirt era Shaggy.
I was gonna ask, like, from all like the best like vampires and werewolves, which would you be? Out of like the worst out of both, which would you be then?
Would you be a sucky ass vampire or a badass werewolf?
No, I meant like
media?
all the cons, like having to like drink and like be immortal.
You can't have fucking garlic. You get
Yeah, you look at the
fucking
sunlight, you
silver
fucking.
bullet,
You
know.
can't hold silverware.
Then for werewolves, you feel all the pain and you can't control yourself.
Though I want to crack my bones every full moon. Let me see.
I think actually the first movie I saw with vampires in it was Hotel Transylvania.
Really?
I think it was. It was a good movie. The first two. The rest,
There's more?
Yeah,
there's like
3 more.
2 or 3 more, I think.
But going back to my question, what would you guys be? The best and the worst?
Well, what's the best and what's the worst?
I just said.
Give us an example.
Okay.
Like, are you talking from like media or what?
Yeah, like
Were you saying which one we want to be or which one we wouldn't want to be?
yeah.
I don't want to be that motherfucker from what's that one of
Twilight.
no what's that a werewolf in London. That motherfucker.
I've never seen the film.
It don't matter if you haven't seen the film. You've probably seen the fucking transformation. His fucking hand like extends like that, and his whole body like breaks.
Oh, The Howling.
Oh, dumb bitch! The Howling's something different.
I feel like some of the best vampires I've seen were probably from Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, how they could turn invisible and stuff, and how like all they gotta do is like put on some like sunscreen and like they're okay from like sunlight. And then like the worst vampire I've seen, have you guys seen 30 Days a Night?
Oh no, but I want to watch it.
Dude, that one's like it's a good movie, dude. It's a good horror movie. These fucking vampires, they like there's this town in like Alaska or somewhere that only gets like 30 days a night because like the sun or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody at the end of the movie, the guy turns into a vampire. But he doesn't want to stay a vampire, so he's like, you know what, fuck this. Stays and like looks at the sunlight and turns to ash basically, and he's like in pain the whole time. He's like, ah! His girlfriend's all holding him. She's all like, it's okay.
That's fucking what's his name? That's Josh Arnett. Yeah, but I wanted to see that movie. That one looked like pretty good. I know that he at the end too.
For werewolves too, like probably Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf's the show. Those werewolves are probably like the best werewolves in like fiction, I think, out of like anything. Like they don't feel pain. I mean, they go crazy like in the beginning,
The
but
only
like
way you can turn into a wolf is get bit, and then
That's if the bite doesn't kill you though. So it's like a 50-50 chance if you do get to live through the bite.
But then even after that, you like spend like what, like the first months like having to be chained up and like just go through with it, and then like afterwards you get used to it,
it's
right?
because it's because he didn't have an anchor, no?
You need to have an anchor, yeah. Scott didn't have an anchor at first.
Until he had Ellison.
Yeah.
Until met Ellison.
Yeah.
And the whole breakup and shit is like, you have to find an anchor, bro, right now, because otherwise you're gonna fucking.
And they're werewolves too. They don't just change on the full moon. They become stronger on the full moon.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
They could just turn whenever.
Full moon part is why they become all more aggressive.
Yeah.
So what is 3 times out of the year? Yeah, the Teen Wolf werewolves are like the best ones that you could like basically get. And then if you become like a fucking alpha, then it's like a little worse.
Yeah, because everyone's gonna fucking try to. Because you even have your own pack who might try to become the alpha.
Unless you're a true alpha, then nobody could take that away.
Oh, Scott became a true alpha like in what, season 3?
Yeah.
He did that shit from character development.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
The only downside of that is basically just fucking just not being able to control it during the full moon, and like if you become an alpha, you're gonna have trouble controlling the powers, because how Scott was in season 3, was it, when he got the true alpha powers? Mm-hmm. He was getting scared of turning into the werewolf because he was scared he wasn't gonna be able to turn back in.
Yeah.
And he'll become like fucking how Peter became like that big old monster fucking werewolf. And that's if you become an alpha. Vampires, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know the worst one, because I haven't seen that much vampire stuff. The only ones I know is Buffy, and that basically go out into sunlight, you're gonna get dusted. That's basically all I know.
Not if you have a blanket or a ring.
Yeah, but got destroyed. Interview with the Vampire, that looks like might be the worst one, I think.
He's telling him his whole life story from like back then all the way up to like to present time to where the film was like in 90 something, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's saying that it was like horrible for him to leave behind the little girl, and then like what was it? Was that the lady his wife, or was it like his girlfriend or something?
I think it was his girlfriend.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Because what they did was pretty much just put them inside a room, and they removed the top of the thing so the sun could like turn them into like
stone.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Oh, that's the one that they rebooted, no?
Yeah, it's a show now. The little girl, right? That's what's her name? Mary Jane from the first Spider-Man. In that movie, right? She's all pissed off the whole time because she's like, "Look what you made me. I can't grow up because you made me a vampire."
She cuts her hair, and then what's his name?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is like his character, right? He's like, "Don't do that," because he knows what's gonna happen. And then what's the other character's name?
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt. His character. He's like, "What the fuck did you do to your hair?" Because she comes like cutting her hair and showing them and, like fucking that she hates it and this and that, living the life as a vampire. And then all of a sudden she comes back with it just grown.
Yeah.
And then fucking he's like, "Ugh, I told you. If you're gonna be a vampire, you're gonna have to learn to live with it. You have to learn to live with the actual age that you are and this and that."
In the remake, right? I find it funny because it's like a funny part. She comes in, right, and she tells him, "Which one you want to?" Or some shit like that. Says like, I don't really want to do that. I don't fucking know, but it was so stupid.
He said you weren't my type or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I've seen clips of it. Wasn't it originally a book too?
Yeah, it's a book.
That they interpreted into a movie and then it got a reboot?
Yeah.
And
I always hear like watch True Blood or watch Vampire Diaries. Are those any good? Have you guys seen it?
Never seen
No.
it.
I don't know. Vampire. I seen like person like review Vampire Diaries, and there's like one character playing like 5 different fucking people. I'm like, I don't want to keep up with this shit.
I think Vampire Diaries is mainly all just about like the drama. That's why most people watched it, was for like the drama of the show.
I've seen it and stuff, but I've never like seen like an actual episode.
I heard in True Blood, like vampires are like normalized and they live alongside with humans.
Oh really?
Or they're actually like in charge of like the world, I think.
What the fuck?
I was like, that sounds pretty cool, but I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't watched True Blood or Vampire Diaries. The only like vampire thing I ever watched was like Buffy.
There's Once Bitten with Jim Carrey. He slowly starts turning into a vampire because she like bites him on the thigh. She's a virgin, and then she needs like virgin blood to like stay like alive.
She has to like do it like 3 times or something like that.
Something like that.
And she gets him a second time, and then at the end she like doesn't get it, and she like
and he like slowly turns into a vampire like.
Yeah.
Because she starts going inside like almost like a fucking box that's like made for like storage and stuff. He starts sleeping in there, and then his parents even notice like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
I'm trying to think, like, have you guys seen anything where like vampires don't eat blood?
There's Buffy, like I said, because in Buffy they need blood to like keep staying alive, but they also eat other stuff.
There's 2 webtoon series that I'm reading currently. They both have like werewolves and vampires in them. Both interpret them differently. In one of the series, vampires are so basically like in this specific series, it's like all magical creatures like live along humans basically, kind of like what Oliver said with True Blood, kind of. They each have their own governments and people that rule over certain things and all that. And in this one with the vampires, they have supplements instead of like actual blood.
So things that can mimic blood, basically.
Basically.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But with it can like slowly a vampire basically.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
So why would they take it?
It's because of the government within it.
Oh.
The humans or something, or the werewolves that are in it. Something like that. I don't know.
You know, it's something I've always been interested in watching. Underworld.
What the hell is that?
It's like a movie series where like vampires and werewolves like they're like at war with each other basically.
Oh yeah. That chick, she's like half vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've seen like TikToks and like whatever, and they're like, oh, this is the best vampire and the best werewolf. I'm like, nah, dude. Have you seen Van Helsing? That's the best werewolf right there.
Does he turn into a werewolf?
Van Helsing?
In the vampire theme.
I brought that up earlier.
No.
What?
I don't remember you saying that.
For both werewolves and vampires, what do you think's cooler? It being a disease or a curse?
I think the curse part makes it look cooler.
Yeah.
Because the disease, I don't know.
What you mean disease?
Yeah.
Like in some media, like it's a disease, like it's a scientific, like they take like all like the supernatural lore out of it, and they're just like
I never heard
infected.
of that. I never heard of that.
Yeah, there's like
There has to be a way for you to get infected and not. Like, the only thing I could think of is if it's passed down from generations. Like, say from a long time ago, your ancestor gets bit from a fucking werewolf,
yeah.
and then all the way down up to like now you're just.
Yeah, that's the curse. Yeah.
So there's no fucking.
Well, in Morbius, it wasn't a curse. He got all that from like science. And then also in Underworld too, like it's also a disease. Like it's a disease that infected a bat and then infected a wolf, and then both of those like bit like different like brothers or something, and then they passed that down through like a bloodline.
What about the movie Werewolf? Have you heard about that one?
Werewolf.
It has that dude that plays Rick Flag's dad.
Oh, it's on Hulu. Dude.
Yeah.
I want to watch it. I'll like what, like once a year, like everyone turns into a werewolf, and like it's
Something like
basically
that.
like the purge.
Yeah, it's like a disease too, I think.
And everyone has like a choice. Like, yeah, I could turn into a werewolf, but like I'm gonna choose not to. And some people are like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna be a werewolf tonight.
Me and Jeffrey were watching it that one time.
I was watching it. I was just like.
Oh, you weren't?
I was just seeing bits and pieces of it, but I wasn't like fully watching it.
They were like, I just remember like the beginning too. They were like fencing up their shit, putting traps everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, God damn.
Is it a cool movie though?
Yeah, low budget, but it's pretty good.
But I think I like it more as like a curse.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think curses are way cooler.
I think the disease part makes it like a little bit more like
Complicated.
Too grounded, dude.
yeah complicated too like that. I think it's the only like way that it's fun that way if it's like zombies, you know.
In the book of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, I watched a video talking about like the differences between the book and the movie. And in the book, did you know that they're actually just a separate species from like instead of a curse? And then for the movie, they made it a curse because like they wanted to put like all like the Jesus aspects to it.
So the species of what, human?
Yeah, they're like there was like Homo erectus or whatever, and the Neanderthals, and then there was vampires too. Like
In the book, it's like that.
yeah, something like that.
I also like the concept of them just being like their own thing as well. Like, yeah, they can, bite people or give other people blood and they turn into vampires, but they're also just like their separate thing.
When it's done right.
Your entire family, like, trace it back and they're all just vampires or they're all just werewolves.
I think the coolest one, the coolest vampire I seen, that it was Dracula from Monster Squad. That dude was kind of cool.
For Monster Squad?
Yeah. Have you seen Monster Squad or not?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot. I forgot about it though.
This guy didn't fuck around. He threw dynamite at people. He was gonna kill the kids. He thought he killed the kids. He got dynamite, threw it into the clubhouse, blew it up, threw another dynamite, blew up a dude in the cop car.
What'd they do to him? I already forgot. Like, weren't they going after him?
They were trying to stop him from, what was it, ending the world or some shit? Basically, made a portal to, like, take him back to going, I don't know where the fuck at.
Uh-huh.
To, like, disappear him, basically, and all the
dude, the only
monsters.
sad part was when Frankenstein was going, bro.
Yeah.
Because the little girl was just like, basically, like, yeah, that was her friend and shit.
Yeah. He's like, Phoebe!
You sound just like him.
Bye. She throws his what was it? Like
She
a
throws her
little,
like a little teddy bear or something.
Yeah.
And he catches it and he's like waving back.
When are we gonna get a sequel when they're all adults, bro? You think it wouldn't work well?
oh, that dude, the dude that plays Horace, right? He made like a short film, but it's like he's fighting Freddy Krueger and Jason and Michael Myers, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm not too sure. It's on YouTube.
You'll have to send me a link.
All right. Yeah, he like did like a little short film. It's like a little stupid trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's the original cast, but he brings people to be the cast, right? Yeah. And fucking Josh is like a fucking the main kid, right? The one that started Monster Club.
Yeah.
He's like a fuck. And like Kuno's in the trailer, he's like, I'm the one that started this fucking club, or something like that. I don't remember. But it looked interesting though. It was cool.
Is it called? Is it called the Monster Squad?
Something like that. Yeah, it was the Monster Squad. I don't know what the fuck. But look it up on YouTube. You can find it. It's funny.